What's up everyone, Roy from Roy Thompson Audio here. So the TH U Slate Edition amp simulator has been out for a while now, and it's a great plugin. Lots of great sounding amps, pedals, cabinet IRs, and effects to sculpt some awesome guitar tones. It sounds great, and it's also light on the CPU. But there is one thing that drives me nuts about this plugin, and it is how you add effects one by one and how you navigate between those effects. You'll see what I mean in a minute here. So I'm not a big fan of using presets. If that's your speed, that's cool. I just go ahead and get rid of the presets menu. I'll build my tones piece by piece. So you can pick an amp, drag it in, and as soon as you do, you get an amp and a cabinet. That's great. Now we can zoom out with these preset percentages. Now let's add an overdrive pedal. Okay, I'll put that in front of the amp. We get a little bit more cluttered here. Let's also maybe put in a compressor. Cool, okay, well, now I can't see my cabinet. I can scroll back over with this quick scroll down here. And this is handy, but I don't want to be scrolling left and right all day long. So you can keep zooming out to see everything. But now, of course, all of these effects, it's too hard to get to these individual parameters. So your only other option is to make the entire plugin window larger, which is a nice feature. If you've got the screen real estate, I'm on a 27-inch screen here, so I have some to spare. Let's zoom back to 100%. I still can't see quite everything. We zoom out to 75%. I still can't see everything. 50%. I can see everything, but now it's going to be really difficult to get to the individual parameters. You have to be very accurate where you're clicking. This is a small gripe, but look at all this wasted real estate. I have to take up my entire 27-inch screen. I really think that the amp should just sit kind of below the pedals here. The cabinet should sit below the amp. And in a lot of scenarios, you'd probably be able to fit everything in one screen that way. But that's just not the way this plugin is laid out. And it really slows me down when I'm working. And that's probably one of the worst things that can happen, because now I'm thinking about how do I organize this damn window instead of just making cool tones and being in the moment. Of course, you can go the preset route, or you can take a day and save settings that you like. But if you have to come back in and tweak things, it can be a pain. I can only imagine if you're on a laptop and your screen is this big and you're scrolling back and forth all day to get to the settings that you want, and you still run into this problem of grabbing the effect and potentially, moving it to somewhere you don't want it. It's a little clunky. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, this plugin sounds great. It performs well on the CPU, but the navigation here leaves something to be desired and can be a little bit of a nightmare at sometimes. So what do you think? Am I crazy? Leave me a comment below and let's keep this conversation going.